Alex Baisley from the Big Dream Program. I gotta say, it's taking me so many takes to try to record this video. And I think the problem is that I have cold feet about it. I have a program that I'm putting out there, and it feels really important to me. It feels like something I've been trying to do for about 4 years, and I'm finally getting it together to put it out. But my goodness, I feel nervous about it. Um, I guess it's just that it feels like it could be very important to a lot of people, and I want to get it right. But nevertheless, the person has to put it out at some point, or else I'll be editing for forever. So let me just try this video raw and just sharing it from the heart. About 4 years ago, in my healing practice, I started to notice something with clients in terms of relationships that they were finding very, very difficult. Relationships where the person felt quite confused, perhaps a bit trapped, certainly trapped in their own thinking. They just couldn't decide how to make the relationship better, or should they leave it. And they felt weak and vulnerable about it. And it's a really, really tough spot to be in. And as many of you know, I run something called the Big Dream Program, and I help people figure out their calling in life and design their way forward and start working on big dreams that are really important to them. And yet, when we have a relationship at home that just isn't working right, or a relationship at work for that matter, but let's just focus on home for now. Relationship that's not working right, it can sap all of our energy. I mean, like all of it. And so we find that not only can life feel a bit bleak at times, a bit dark, and not so much joy, but we also end up really low on energy. And we can't figure out how to fix our lives or fix the relationship. And even if we could figure it out, we don't have the energy to do it. It just becomes a catch-22 that's hard to get out of. So that all sounds very, very bleak, and I know when a person is in it, it can seem like there's no way out, or certainly no quick way out. And that may be true in some cases, but I notice something with my clients that often our complete experience of something in life, like a relationship, like something hugely important like a relationship, our experience of that relationship is inside us. It's a collection of feelings and reactions to what's happening. We often try to figure out a relationship intellectually, mentally. Logically, we're trying to work out what we should do and how they're thinking and why they're doing what they do and why I feel the way I do. And it's almost an impossible conundrum to try to figure out. Because there's no chicken or the egg. Like, they did that, but then I did this, and I did that because of that, and oh my gosh, it's really difficult. But nevertheless, there is, I found, a door a person can open up on this whole relationship thing and look through that door, and often we can see what's going on such a deeper level. I often have come to describe relationships as kind of like the iceberg scenario. I know that's a bit overdone sometimes as an analogy, but it's so apt. The tip of the iceberg is what we see and what we logically try to figure out. And beneath the iceberg is what's really happening. And beneath the iceberg, one might call the subconscious. But that makes it even more inaccessible, for most of us. But what is also beneath the surface is a complete tapestry of reactions, of energy stuff going on. And when we can see what's going on, if we can get a glimpse into what's going on in a relationship beneath the surface, it can sometimes heal, or bring clarity at least, in minutes. I've seen 180-degree turnarounds in a matter of 5 minutes at times. Now that's a bit dramatic, not always the case, but it's amazing to me how a glimpse into this inner world can change our relationships. And what's really astonishing to me is that the other person in the relationship does not have to know that any of this is going on. So often that is a big difficulty in a relationship. One person wants to fix it and the other person doesn't. Or one person, or they just have different ideas of how to fix it and they can't even work on it, in the same way. Getting a glimpse on what our inner reactions are doing not only changes us, but it changes the dynamics between you and another person. When the dynamics change, often the other person starts to change as well, or not behave in quite the same way because they're not reacting then to our stuff. I've been sitting on this work for a long time and only doing it with one-on-one clients, but I've always felt like it was important to bring it out to more people. And honestly, I have a goal, I have a dream that has really crystallized for me in the last couple of months. I would like to be able to bring this work into 1,000 households, into 1,000 homes or relationships where it can make a difference. And the testimonials that I've got, the feedback I've got from people I've done this with has been really staggering in a lot of cases. And so I'm really excited about sharing this and want to do the best job I can doing it. So that's an introduction to what I'm calling the relationship resolver. And the basis of the work behind the relationship resolver is a form of meditation or a form of visualization that I guide you through that allows you to see what's going on beneath the surface that you may not have been aware of before. And hopefully you'll have some of the same breakthroughs and insights as clients have had in the past. Just as a caveat though, this doesn't necessarily mean that a relationship is going to work in the sense that you need to stay with that person. That's not a guarantee. But what is almost a guarantee, certainly 9 out of 10 people that do this, is that they gain more clarity, more solid on their feet, more confident in what they feel and their decisions, and they can make much more clear and energy-filled steps forward to in their lives and in their relationships. And this makes a massive difference for a lot of people. So Alex Baisley from the Big Dream Program, welcome to the Relationship Resolver, and I hope you like it, and I'm very, very open to your feedback about it. Thank you very much. Bye.